Okay, there we go. There, yep. Alright, stream is up. So, funny thing, I tried starting it a minute ago, the actual stream, and it took me a good 20 to 30 seconds to realize that I actually pressed record instead of stream. It's like I'm scrolling through my YouTube channel trying to find a link to the video and like, where is it? Is it really that slow? Anyways, what's up everyone? I'm Spirit Rosewolf. We're back with some Final Fantasy IX today. It's actually probably not the best day to stream, considering I've stayed up like past the 12-hour mark. Actually, I think it's like the 13-hour mark. Trying to do like basic math in my head as someone who has basically tried to forget about math for the past 5 years. It's been plus 15 hours, and you can definitely tell from my voice that I am tired. Not only that, but my house is pretty much full of a lot of loud people at the moment, so again, probably not the best time to stream. But I don't care. I've held off of going back to 9 for the longest time. And I've also just recently got to Disc 2, so I want to start it because I did a lot of grinding off screen, like I said. There's a particular section that I wanted to do that involved a lot of grinding, and oh boy, do I have a story to tell about that. Nevertheless, am I actually streaming? Okay, good, I'm streaming. I just want to make sure. Just in case I accidentally forgot to press stream again this time. Okay, so we're gonna start with Disc 2 now. So the last time we left off, our team had made it to the Castle of Burmecia, where they were ambushed by, well, not necessarily ambushed, but they basically intercepted Queen Braun and her General Beatrix, who completely stomped our entire party with no problems whatsoever. Our seemingly overpowered, over-leveled party was not enough to go against the General Beatrix. She basically left us to die in the rain, although didn't finish the job for some reason. I think it was mostly because Queen Braun was just in a hurry. But we were also introduced to another character named Kuja, a very flamboyant-esque person who seems to be in charge of the Black Mages. The things that, you know, that are of the same race as Vivi. And he seems to know who one of us is. I'm going to assume that it's Vivi because he's implied to be in charge of the Black Mages, so it makes sense. And then he left us with a seemingly remix of We Will Rock You while flying on top of a giant feathered silver dragon. It's the blue-eyed silver dragon. I didn't know Kuja was also Seto Kaiba, although now that I'm thinking about it, strangely makes more sense the more I think about it. Anyways, let's start with Disc 2 now and see where we leave off. Exactly. Are we gonna go back to our normal party, or we're gonna go to transition to something else? No, we're gonna transition to something else, but this is actually not what I expected. There's been a lot of trouble lately. Oh, you mean about Burmecia? I heard they were attacked by an army of soldiers wearing pointy hats, kind of like ours. I want to go fight on the front line instead. I'm rotting away in this stinking place. Really? I don't like wars. Why would someone start a war? Ain't that the million-dollar question, dude? That guy who passed through here with the huge bag, did he look suspicious to you? No, I don't think so. But weren't you the one who thought he was suspicious? I think the other guy had that voice, had the Nobunaga voice. Oh well, it doesn't matter. You know me, I always like that. I'm telling you, people who eat pickles are nice people. I envy him. Geishel pickles are the only pickles I can eat. You're the only one who understands it, Mitsuhide. You're really confusing, you know that? Also, my name's not Mitsuhide. I know. Why do you think I ended up here? Well, that was the most confusing conversation I've had in this game. And that was strictly because of the voices that I was using.
Princess! The conductor said we'll be arriving at the summit station soon. Miss Garnet. She's...
Wake up!
The princess believes what she heard about Queen Braun. Queen Braun would never start a war. It's all a misunderstanding. She will see that when she talks to the queen. I need not concern myself with such matters. My only mission is to protect the princess.
Nothing more, nothing less.
Summit Station, Summit Station.
Oh boy. Thank you very much.
Take care. You'll have to wait a while until the car to Alexandria arrives.
How long will it be?
It arrives when this car returns to Bowden Station, so... about as long as you just spent in the car. Why don't you go wait in the rest area up there?
Okay. Oh, what's wrong, Steiner?
Princess!
Hey, what did I say about...
It's Alexandria! We're finally home!
Well, yeah, we've established that. We're in Alexandria territory.
Really? And I'm supposed to be the smart one.
We're home. Home, home, sweet home. On the country road.
But I still can't see the castle. Princess, Alexandria may only mean the castle to you, but...
Hey, are you making fun of me for being naive?
No, I'm not.
It's okay. Let's go. At least she's, you know... My voice just cracked there for a second. Well, at least she's, fair. You know, Steiner didn't mean it. Cable car enthusiasts, welcome to the Summit Station. Do you know how the cable cars work? They're cable cars. They're cars that are connected to cables. So no. The Burkmea cable cars were built 8 years ago. They are a symbol of the friendship between Limblum and Alexandria. They are powered by mist engines invented in Limblum. The cars work by pulling on each other. When one car is at the bottom of the mountain, the other is at the top. Okay, so, mist engine. That's pretty much the same type of engine that most other machinery works on. I guess they still haven't introduced the concept of steam-powered as of yet. That's a Mary. Part-time worker Mary. I'm more comfortable out here. The rest area is full of rowdy men. I wanted to stay by his side, but I have my work too. I mean, that's fair. Alright, let's get something to eat. This must be the rest area.
Let us gather information while we wait for the cars for Alexandria.
I guess we're talking to everyone.
I can't believe I'm stuck here, working in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, hello, are you his twin? South Gate serves as a gate to the airship, as well as cable car travelers. Also, we may look the same, but we are not twins, that is just racist. But the gate's broken right now. The airship can't pass through. Yep, we did it. Hey there, welcome. Do you sell anything? Yes, you gotta try our famous bunt cake. The perfect gift for the family. Take one home today for your loved ones. It's the world famous Southgate Bundt Cake. I would like some bundt cake. How's business? Business is good, it's always busy here. That's fair. Good for you.
I am mapping out a plan for the rest of our journey.
You do that, Steiner boy. Nanza. You have any... Oh, they actually have a letter for me. Oh wait, I'm giving them the letter, that's right. A letter from Grimo. Kupo, thanks for the delivery. From Grimo to Nanza. I feel so sad whenever I see Mary, that part-time worker. Have you ever fallen in love? I've never fallen in love before, Kupo. If watching someone else in love is so difficult, I wonder how difficult it is to actually fall in love myself. See, I thought I was going somewhere completely different, and I thought he was actually going to fall in love with the part-time worker. I'm never going to fall in love, it's just not worth it. Oh, this Moogle knows what's up, I say as I'm actually in love. I have a favor to ask, Koopa. Yeah, you gotta go to Mognet twice, just so they can tell you about, their letter. Something that always trips up people. Letter to Mukus, or Muchus. These Moogle names are so adorable. Get your supplies together before you cross the border. Alright, so what can we buy here? We can buy an air racket, which, didn't we already just get a Multina racket? Yeah, we just recently got the Multina racket. We've already gotten something that's better. The air racket. Well, actually, it's not better in terms of power, but I'm assuming it's gonna have more strength to it, or more, spells to it. So you can buy a bunch of stuff. I'm going to make the conscious decision of buying steepled hats, about 6 of them? Oh, I thought I could get more. So yeah, I was actually supposed to get, about 10 steepled hats. So what does the air racket do? Hey, what's up, Druid? LBRB need to go wash, so I'll be BBO. Alright. No worries. And hello there, Wither. Boop Spears knows all. You're adorable. So the Multina racket gives us blind, stona, and shell, while the air racket grants us scan. Ooh. Ooh, that mithril rod isn't bad, though. Life, silence, shell. Those are some really good skills. So yeah. Garnet, as a white mage, has 2 different types of weapons. Her and little summoner girl, actually white mage girl. Little white mage girl that we'll meet later on. They both carry the same type of weapons, but they both have... They both can equip 2 different types of weapons. There's the rods, which are mostly magic based. They give a decent magic stat. And then there's the rackets, which are actually good for physical attacking. You can actually make your white mage do physical attacks that are actually worth a dang. Which I kind of wish other Final Fantasy games would do that. No, I'm not adorable, I'm evil. Yeah, right. We all know the truth, Wither. Don't try to deny it. The car to Alexandria will be arriving shortly. What was that? The car to Limblum just departed. I missed my ride. I think that's the voice. That voice sounds familiar. Oh wait, I was changing his voice, so it's actually going to be something completely different. Also, I just missed that treasure chest. That's...
I missed my ride. What am I gonna do now?
So I changed his voice. I changed Marcus' voice to something else. I think it was like Liquid from Metal Gear Solid. But I can't do a British accent. How the heck should I know? I mean, I'm doing a Liquid Snake impression, so I guess that's better than nothing. You were the one who wanted to watch the scenery while eating Southgate Bundt Cake, brother.
I'm gonna be late returning to Limblum.
There's nothing we can't do. I won't tell the boss. That's right, big boss, brother. I won't tell them your secret. Oh, Cinna, you're the only one who doesn't know.
Thanks, buddy. Let's eat another bun cake.
Jeez. Lies. Whatever helps you sleep at night, Wither.
Scoundrels!
Of course. Of course, Steiner, being the way he is gonna call them out.
Are you here to kidnap the princess again? Who's this big tin man? Nani? How dare you?
He's the captain of the Knights of Pluto.
Oh yeah, you're one bad actor.
That was okay, but that was one of Steiner's best moments, and I have to admit he did a pretty good job with the acting during that scene. He really sold the emotions that he felt when he actually thought Garnet was dead. Oh man, I don't know who could fall for that, but Steiner, you are one of a kind.
Have you no respect?
Well, looks like I gotta go in and handle this. You must be Cinna. What are you doing here?
Hey, check it out, it's the princess.
Princess, what are you doing here?
When we escaped from the evil forest... Princess, you shouldn't waste your breath on
I just realized my Steiner voice is close to my Cinna voice, which Cinna is supposed to be Big the Cat, so, yeah, this is a little difficult. What do you have to say, Marcus? When we escaped from the evil forest.
Princess, shut them up! Princess.
Steiner, that's enough.
What?
Can't I even talk to my friends?
Friends? But they're...
Adalbert Steiner. I completely forgot that his actual first name is Adalbert. And Steiner is his last name, so you could just name him... that would actually be funny. I never thought of it, but you could literally just name him Adalbert. I don't think it'll fit, though. So maybe just abbreviate it.
Goodness.
Or just Adalbert. Gosh, so many silly opportunities.
Yes, ma'am. He's been scolded.
How embarrassing. The cable car to Alexandria has arrived. Oh yeah. He loves his job apparently.
It's here.
But you're going to Limblum.
I know that, but you're going to Alexandria.
Oh, convenient. I'm heading to Trino.
I'll see you off.
Yes, brother. I'm having a lot of fun voicing Marcus now. Marcus is going to Trino too? Let's go, Steiner. Oh, Steiner looks so defeated. I feel bad for him. He's only trying to do his job, you know? And he genuinely cares about the princess. I mean, at this point, he probably could just head home and, you know, just say, this is way above my pay grade. Considering they probably don't pay him that much. But he's loyal. He's loyal to the royal family, and he's loyal to the princess. I really like Steiner. Steiner, are you mad at me?
No, ma'am. I'm coming along.
Aw. He doesn't want to seem mad. Cable car to Alexandria, now at the Summit Station. Oh, I guess the workers are gone. Alright, well that's our cue. Oh wait, I want to say yes. No! What happens when I say yes? When I go to the rest area. I mean, fair. Oh yeah, the cable car did leave. Oh. Oh, the map. I didn't even know that was there. Okay, so I saw a treasure chest over here. Is it important? Does it have something good in it? Phoenix down. Okay, that's not good. That's completely useless. So I believe I might have missed that treasure during my off-screening. So we're gonna eventually load a save where I didn't get that treasure. So I'm kind of glad that it was just a Phoenix down.
Good luck.
Yeah, I'll save our brother. Brother! Oh, so it's like Cinna supposed to be Solid, and the other brother that Marcus is talking about, that's supposed to be Solidus? Okay. We're starting to develop the lore here of Marcus Snake. Bro. Bro! Say, why is Marcus going to Trano?
Are you going to Trano too? Marcus has got a deal in Trano.
A deal?
We'll be departing for Alexandria shortly. You better get on the car.
Wait, you don't want to explain it to us really quickly while we're walking to the car and telling the conductor, hey, just a second. No? Okay. I guess not.
Princess, let's go inside.
Very well. Off to Alexandria. Oh, and I guess Mary is still coming with us. A random side character. Now departing. They're just staring at each other. Menacingly. Why are you going to Trano, Marcus? To save our brother. Who? His name is Solid. I mean, there's only one man I call brother. That's Blake. We've been gathering info to cure his petrification. We finally learned about an item called Super Soft that cures all form of petrification. What about Cinna? Cinna's going to the Tantalus hideout in Limblum to tell the others. What others? The other two kids that are a part of the gang? That's literally all that's left over there. I see. It's my turn for questions. Yes? Where's Zidane? Also, did you really have a grandfather that was in the US Pentagon? We separated in Limblum. Got rid of him as soon as he got you to Limblum, huh? You could say that, or how could you say that? Oh, she's a lot more offended by that. It's only because Zidane kept treating me like a child. I don't care about him. Fine, then I don't know anything. I mean, to be fair, they are part of the same gang, and probably considers Zidane like a brother as well, so yeah. Say, Marcus, is there any way I can help? Oh, maybe I should talk to Steiner beforehand. Help with what? Well, I was partly responsible for what happened, so... No thanks. We'll be fine on our own. But wouldn't it be better if...
If? We'll never complete that sentence, apparently. It might be engine trouble. Please remain in your seat while I check. Ah! It's a demon! A demon! With a pointy hat.
A pointy hat? There's only one type of pointy hat demons we know. What's wrong? Is it Fox Die again? What's going on? Oh, it's one of the Black Waltzes. It's Black Waltz number 3, the one that got blown up in the middle of the South Gate when we were going through it with an airship. Mission: retrieve Princess alive. Isn't that the one we saw on the cargo ship?
Monster! I'll finish you off this time.
Wait, Steiner! Tell me something. Why do you want to capture me? Yeah, it's probably best to get answers from him while we, have him here.
Princess is too dangerous. Please stand back.
Mission. Retrieve Princess alive. Yeah, he seems to just be repeating the same thing over and over again. And granted, when we defeated him on the cargo ship and he fled back to the, airship that Zorn and Thorn were piloting, he did seem like he was a little, he was like losing a bit of screws. So, he's probably kind of beyond understanding. It's no use. It doesn't understand. But... oh yeah, he's slowly walking towards us with his trident. Eliminate all. Oh boy. Well, we don't have Zidane and Vivi this time. But at least we have a white mage. Oh, nice little train there. Little train graphic. It even has the horse on top of it. Alright, so boss fight against the Black Waltz again. Black Waltz number 3. Ooh, lightning staff right at the beginning. So yeah, we have Marcus as a temporary party member, and he basically works as our designated thief. He steals just like Zidane. He doesn't have any of the skills like Zidane, but he doesn't really do this. Jeez, I am getting very lucky with these steals. I just got a steepled hat. Can I get the last steal, or is that actually all there is? Also, there's Garnet with the Moltina racket. Couldn't steal anything? Okay, there's one more left. Good thing he's not casting tier 2 magic, because that would be a bit difficult to deal with. Still can't summon either. They cost way too much MP. Okay, I'm back. Hey, Druid! Alright, well, we're gonna have to do the usual stuff. Oh, casting magic, huh? We want to keep Marcus alive for as long as possible, considering he's the one that's gonna steal, so let's put Shell on him. I'm not sure if Shell works in this game the way it does in other Final Fantasy games, where it actually cuts your healing potency in half. But if it does, then that's unfortunate. We're just gonna continue healing with Garnet. I actually almost ended up in a dead game at this point, during my off-screening, where I was trying to steal the items from this Black Waltz. And it took forever. I had to use all of my potions. Not all of my potions, but most of my high potions just to get the steal. And honestly, that wasn't worth it. It just wasn't worth it.
Wasn't worth it, man.
Okay, well, Steiner is frozen. Oh, the impact cracked the ice. Oh my. I did not see that during my off-screening, so he can cast Freeze on you, which freezes your party member. And if they're hit with a physical attack, they immediately die. Okay, well, this is unfortunate for Steiner. Gonna have to use a bunch of my Phoenix Downs. And just have to hope that Black Waltz doesn't target Steiner. Where's my tank when I need it? Oh, okay, well, lucky us. Let's heal everyone with Garnet. Thankfully, Cure has the innate ability to multi-target. Pretty much any spell can multi-target in this game without any, like, extra ability, like, the all materia. Goodness. I just made using spells much harder than it needed to be. Alright, name of the game. Gotta try to steal everything. At the very least, we have a healer during this battle, so it's not as bad as it could be. Also, I just noticed, he's not targeting Garnet. I believe the same thing happened during the Black Waltz battle during the Black Waltz number 2 battle in the Dolly farm, where that particular Black Waltz won't target Garnet at all. It will never target Garnet. Alright, so do I have anything that can heal that? I don't think I do. I have a remedy, but those are so rare at the moment that I don't want to use it. I guess I'm just gonna have to wait until he recovers. Gosh, that sound effect. It does actually slow down the ATB rate, now that I look at it. Alright, is that gonna kill him? Oh, it didn't. It just caused him to take damage. So yeah, magic attacks doesn't destroy the ice. It's physical attacks that do that, which does make sense, realistically. And there he goes. Great. Now we're just gonna have to hope he doesn't target Steiner again. It's a 50-50 chance. Either he targets Steiner or he targets Marcus. Alright, well, he's gonna he targeted Steiner. To be honest, as long as Marcus is alive, we're fine. Because we're basically spending this battle trying to steal from him. Okay, he finally targeted Marcus. Good. It is cool to have Marcus as a party member in the game. I've always been a sucker for the temporary party members that you get along your journey. It's the unique NPCs that are actually important to the story because they do help during the quest. Oh, Garnet's starting to run out of MP. Time to start resorting to potions. I didn't want it to end up like this. It's unfortunate that I can't actually equip the ability on Marcus that increases his rate of stealing, which would be really good, but it's just unfortunately not something you could do. Also, I just noticed that Garnet's HP is at 222. That is pretty... Well, that wasn't pretty. Seriously, what the heck? A crit? A crit that hit that hard. Okay, well, at least he didn't hit Marcus. That mod I showed you makes the steal rate 100%. Yeah, but that's too easy. I need a challenge. What's the fun in a steal in a game involving the steal mechanic if the steal rate is 100%? I mean, granted, I would like a way to increase the steal rate to, like, say 50% or 90% if you do, like, certain things in the game. That would be pretty cool. Heck, maybe have, like, an accessory that you can equip that increases the rate of steal. That would certainly make the fairy flute much easier to get. I can't wait until we get to the fairy flutes. That is the battle that proves whether or not you are a man or a scrub. Getting the fairy flute. Also, I just used a potion for no reason. Oh well. We have a surplus of them anyways. Unfortunately, this is pretty much all we're gonna do for this battle. Besides freeze, the Black Waltz doesn't really do much. This final item better be good. I mean, spoiler alert, even though I already stated this earlier on in the session, but I already played through this section of the game, and I got to the end of Trano for the special grinding that I was doing. And I got all the steals from this guy, so I don't have to do this again. But I want to show it off. I want the proof, dang it. Even though I didn't show the proof in the Gizamaluk battle that I had to replay off screen. You know what? This is my channel. I already did this off screen. I already got all the items, so you know what? Let's just kill this thing. Yeah, but you need to have it that high in order to get Excalibur 2. Oh, that's right. Excalibur 2 is a steal, isn't it? Says you need to get every item in order to get the sword. Well, jeez. It's like Final Fantasy 13 and it's every item achievement. Also, Multina Racket doing the work. Garnet is a physical attacker. Kind of reminiscent of it makes me wow, she's doing more damage than Steiner. Oh, there it is, the flame staff. Okay, well, we stole it anyways. She's doing more damage than the knight. It just reminds me of the of Final Fantasy X, where you can theoretically make Yuna the most powerful offensive unit in the game, and I mean physically offensive unit. Depending on whether or not you're playing the international spear grid or, you know, not. Well, Steiner was frozen today. Also, I'm pretty sure that was a crit. Oop. Welp. You know what? This works. Steiner and Marcus are going to be the tanks. They're going to tank all the damage, while Garnet is going to be dishing out all of the DPS. A white mage that can dish out massive DPS that's stronger than a knight and a thief. I mean, that's basically just Minwoo in Opera Omnia. But yeah, I love the fact that they gave the white mages offensive weapons in this game. Why? Why? Oh yeah, and Final Fantasy 14 too. I mean, Final Fantasy 14, not Final Fantasy 14 2. Final Fantasy 14 2 is... Final Fantasy 14 2 is basically just Final Fantasy 16. Because Yoshi P is going to be working on that game. When you really think about it, that is the case. Why? Why? So we just straight up murdered the Black Waltz 3. Okay. What did he want with me?
Princess.
Burmecia was attacked by an army of black mage soldiers. Not as powerful as my genome soldiers, but they're pretty powerful. I know. Those mages wiped out the people of Burmecia. Okay, she probably didn't know that. Which, honestly, good on her for not going straight to Burmecia. That probably would have just led to even more bloodshed.
Who would do such a thing?
Are you serious? How ignorant can you be? Oh, Steiner, you're the only one who doesn't know. If you don't get the joke for this voice, I'm doing a Liquid Snake impression with Marcus.
What do you mean?
Stop it, Steiner. I know who did it.
Princess?
We're almost in Alexandria. I must go to the castle to see my mother. She'll listen to me. It's like she knows that Steiner is reluctant of actually believing that the queen is responsible for all this. So she's not trying to, like, you know, make it obvious for Steiner. I like that. I like that. And also, Garnet is not dense. Garnet is not naive. Well, I mean, her journey and overall goal to get to her mother so she can convince her to stop the war might be seen as a little naive. Hexadon and Sid even remarked it as such. But, you know, she's wise enough to realize that her mother might actually be behind all this. And she even realized that during the whole section in Dolly. It was that early on. I think we're almost there. So, you already heard about the attack on Brumicia. Of course, I'm not like Steiner. You've changed. You're not the Cold War hero that I remember you to be, Solid Garnet. Me? You mean the way I talk? Not just that. Well, a lot has happened. Oh, speaking of which... Yeah? Someone just slammed the door in the background. I've been through and hit... And there goes my dog. Well, that was a fun couple of things that led to another. Alright, 1 second. I'm gonna go let my dog out. He's not gonna shut up until I do. No one is there. No one is there, boy. It's like he knows that someone is out there, and he also knows that if I let him out, he's not going to be let back in until he essentially begs over the door, because I can't hear him when he scratches. He's smarter than he looks. I've been through tons of battles. I'm a seasoned pro now. What are you talking about? We need to find Supersoft and save Blank, right? You found a Supersoft. Now hurry up and save Meryl. You're gonna come along, even if I refuse, right? Of course I am. This is so exciting. Gosh, never change, Garnet, never change. I've always wanted to see the marvelous architecture of Trano. I can hardly wait. On second thought, she hasn't changed that much. Yeah, princesses will still be princesses. Never change, Garnet. Never change. Take care. Thank you. The road splits up ahead. Go right to reach Treno and left to reach Dolly. Yeah, that's right. We can actually head back to Dolly. Also, we can't go back to the summit, which is unfortunate because they sell, I think the desert something. What are they called? They're, what's the items? No, I think they sell steepled hats, which is something that we need in order to make a specific, in order to synthesize a specific equipment that we will be needing later on for a very specific, trick. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do that. So, bronze mess, we can equip that to get jelly. Get that to get antibody. And just so we can get scan, we're gonna put the air racket on her. As for you, Steiner. We need to get Beast Killer. Yeah, pretty much just put everything that's good on him. Ooh, cover! Now he can actually become a knight. Alert and HP plus 10%. Now, unfortunately, we can equip stuff on Marcus. Oh yeah, that's right. We can equip stuff on Marcus, but he honestly doesn't have much stuff on him at the moment. And we also can't equip abilities on him, which pretty much shows that he is actually a temporary party member. He's not going to join our party, and not going to be in our party for the longest time. Now, cover is really good here. You take damage in place of an ally. That's basically the paladin skill. Alright, 1 second. I need to make a phone call. Someone is calling me, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Alright. So apparently, I'm gonna eat good tonight. Cover. Yeah, that's the paladin skill, so Steiner can essentially become the tank now, and he has enough HP to do so. So, yeah. Welcome back. Thanks. As for Garnet, we only have Antibody and Jelly available to her. Look at that. 96 MP, 104 MP, 224 to summon Bahamut. That's a lot of good summons, though. Shiva, Ifrit, Atomos, pretty rare. He's a Final Fantasy V thing. Odin, classic. And Bahamut, yeah. No Ramu, distinctly, though. I am a bit disappointed. The Item Shop Vega, working hard to provide you with the best selection of items. Oh, it's part-time worker Mary. Welcome. Really? No steepled hats, Mary? I am so disappointed. And you were shaping up to be such a great side character. No amount of hardship can tear our two countries apart. 11th Regent of Limblum, Sid the 8th, 11th Regent. Then what happened before Sid the 1st? Burkmia cable cars were built to commemorate the 20th anniversary of friendship between Limblum and Alexandria. And as I stated in the last session, Sid the 8th, this is the 9th game in the series, and you would think that is, you know, every Sid from every game. But there actually wasn't a Sid in Final Fantasy 1. So, funnily enough, the writers actually counted the Final Fantasy Tactics version of Sid as one of the Sids that they, count here. So yeah, Sid the 9th canonically is the 9th Sid. And Tactics is also referenced in this game, in a way. In a pseudo way. I really need to play Final Fantasy Tactics. It's so beloved by most of the Western audience, and I just never had the time to play it. We want to pass through here, so we pass through here to get to, Dolly. At least I think this is Dolly. It's here that we can head back there to get a certain item that we'll need for later on. Hey, yeah. Yeah, there it is. There's Dolly. Man, this brings back memories. Remember the time when we found out Vivi was actually... well, actually, I don't know what Vivi is. We didn't really find out anything about Vivi. We were just left with more questions than answers. As well as an existential crisis. Also, wow, Marcus, you survived that. Steiner, you survived that. I mean, I know you're the tank, but jeez. Then again, these enemies are like early level enemies. I was kind of hoping Garnet would have been able to one-shot that thing. But yeah, I completely forgot to heal. So, oops. Yeah, let's see if we can just run away. She's trying, but her Moltina racket is so heavy. Oh. I mean, that works. Gosh, look at me. I'm gonna die in the middle of the part of the game that I'm just showing off. And now my dog wants to be let out. Alrighty. 1 second. Let's just try to get to Dolly. And then I can go let him out. Alrighty. Also, I have a piece of bread right here. I'm pulling a Frankie Lolia. And I know that you know who that is, Druid, because you linked me to her streams before. I was hungry, dang it. I needed something in my stomach. Also, Druid, could you do me a favor? Could you ping Scar and tell him that I'm playing Final Fantasy IX? I told him that I'm playing Persona 2, so I'm sure he'll be interested to know that I'm playing 9. Feels like it's been forever since I last visited. Yeah, it has been forever. So are we not actually going to meet any of the adults underground? I guess not. Oh, right! Her and, Shopkeeper Eve and Garnet actually had a bit of a relationship here. I updated the useful info bulletin board. Check it out. Welcome. All right, so here we can buy. I believe it's leather hats. It's either leather hat or feathered hat. I believe it's leather hat. That will come into play with a certain synthesis concoction that we're going to make use of. And I believe also the wrist is something that we needed. I'll show it off once we get to Trano, but definitely, if heaven forbid you're using this as like a walkthrough or something, I don't know why you would. But if you're using this as a walkthrough, definitely skip to Trano and just get to the point where I'm at the synthesis shop, and you'll see the specific synthesis formula that I'm using in order to get a high amount of money. So to see if you're about to learn an ability. Check, you'll see our famous Mage Matcher has an added silence effect. You need an add status ability to use the added status effect, which is actually what we did with Zidane when we fought the Lamia, or when I fought the Lamia off screen. Because I ended up fighting it off screen and I managed to silence it, which basically negated its healing. So that made that a little bit easier. And also we got Ares, We found Maluki in the corner. We found Maluki just chilling in the corner. Boy, I can't wait to find Pisces. And Libra. I can't wait to find you, Druid. I tried to think of like areas that I would find you at as a joke, and nothing really came to me. Instead, we're just introduced with spiders. Yikes. Gotta say, the Final Fantasy IX version of giant spiders is a lot creepier than most spiders in video games. Thankfully, it's incredibly weak. Yeah, not only does the Rackets turn Garnet into an offensive unit, a physical offensive unit, but she also changes her victory animation. Which is kind of cool, actually. They use her Rod victory animation for Opera Omnia, though, so you never see her using Rackets. In fact, I think they gave the Rackets to little girl party member that we'll meet later on. Which, granted, if both of them are able to use the same two different types of weapons, you would want to give one to the one character and then the other to the other character. So, makes sense. Somewhere in Maiden Sari. Oh, cool! I actually know where that is. Oh, you're in the village of the orcs! Or, trolls. Whatever they are in this game. Sometimes they're orcs, sometimes they're trolls. You never know. Oh, one time they're dwarves in Final Fantasy IV, so maybe they're dwarves in this one. Trano is only a short walk from this gate. Sounds good. Hey, we gotta lower the gate first. Sorry, dude. Yep, this is it. Hey, will you lower the gate?
No.
Be careful out there. Do you happen to know where Pisces is, Druid? It's where the Moogles are. Yeah. Oh, right. I'm thinking of what's the other one? What's the town that's right next to Medain? Sorry. Also, I never know how to pronounce that place. Is it supposed to be Medain Sari? Maiden Sari? Hey, Maiden, I'm sorry. A trick sparrow. It's a Murkrow! Run! Wow, Marcus. Oh, it has drain magic. Oh, that's what Vivi uses in Opera Omnia. Okay. There's like a weapon skill in the later eras of Opera Omnia. It's called the FR weapon, and when you use it, the character in question teams up with another character from a completely different Final Fantasy game. And it's usually a character that has connections to said character. Like, Kain is partnered up with Aranea from Final Fantasy 15 because they're both Dragoons. Braska from Final Fantasy X is partnered up with Amaditelion because they're both summoners, and so on and so forth. My favorite is Jessie and Maria because they both like explosives. But Dark Knight Cecil from Final Fantasy IV is partnered up with Vivi. I guess because they both use black magic? Or I don't know the exact correlation between the two. But Vivi uses Drain, which grants Cecil HP. Which makes sense, because Dark Knight Cecil is the unit that sacrifices his HP to deal damage. He basically is just like how Dark Knight usually works in other games. Pisces is on the Invincible. Oh, that's gonna take a while. Yeah, the best airship in Final Fantasy IX. Also, the Invincible? Oh, I guess I'm in Final Fantasy 3. Because, yeah, the Invincible is, from what I understand, a reference to Final Fantasy 3, which had the airships, the Invincible, the Nautilus, and the Enterprise. And I think the Enterprise appears in this game? I'm not sure. I do know that they reference Nautilus a lot, though. In other Final Fantasy games, I should say. It was like a restaurant in 8, and it was an actual place in Final Fantasy 13. The place where Saz and Vanille go to. It's like Nautilus, the City of Dreams. It's basically a giant carnival city. I've been playing Final Fantasy 13 with Maluki recently, and by playing, I mean watching him play Final Fantasy 13. It's his first time finally going through the game, and he's literally at Robopope, the boss that's against the Robopope, and I can't wait to see how he's going to deal with that. So, we can actually load a state here already. So I pretty much have 5 different save states ready. So let's start loading from my off-screening. This is a particular load that I got while traversing through this area of the overworld. I ended up encountering a very special encounter. As you can probably see, you probably already know what it is, but this is a friendly monster. The battle theme is completely different. Friendly monsters are monsters that you can encounter in the middle of fields. I could really use some ore. They usually ask for items, and what you need to do is just give them the item that they want. Sometimes they'll ask for multiple amounts though, so make sure you have multiple amounts of said item. Much appreciated. Please give my best regards to Ladybug. They're really cute. There's a whole side quest revolving around these things, and they also give some decent AP. Eventually, they'll give us even more. So you usually want to have your best equipment on your characters when you encounter these friendly creatures. Oh, no, I didn't want to summon Mog, or Moogle. I wanted to open my menu. Alright, we got a decent amount of stuff from this save file. So I don't know... Scar is at the pool, so I don't know when he'll be in chat. Oh, that's fine. After all, I was the one who told him to go swim. And they unlocked the most annoying boss in Final Fantasy IX. Yes, the most annoying boss in Final Fantasy IX. The Friendly Yan. You think I'm joking? You think I'm joking. But yeah, we will definitely be encountering the boss you're talking about, Druid. That's gonna be fun. Which, by the way, that boss is a boss in Final Fantasy XIV. I still have my subscription paid for Final Fantasy XIV. I just need to actually get back into it again. Although with college starting soon, I probably won't have much time for Final Fantasy XIV starting August. That'll be around the time where I probably won't have, that'll be around the month where I probably won't have much time for streaming in general, but I'll try to make the most of it. Oh hey Scar, just wanted to tell you that I'm streaming Final Fantasy IX. When you're free, you can watch it if you want. I know you love 9. I'm waiting till Yoshi finishes the support system for the other 2 expansions. That's fair. Chuan's Dwelling. Oh boy, we made it to the Kingdom of Wu. We're gonna go meet Sun Chuan and all of his posse. I'm hoping Shane Jang welcomes us. And then she takes us to Chuen, and then she goes, "Hey, what's up, Chuen?"
Gosh, I don't think anyone is gonna get that.
I don't think anyone is gonna get that besides Druid.
I'm about to head back to the room. Let me get out of this hot tub.
If you want, you can enjoy yourself a little longer, Scarred. No worries. I'm probably gonna be here for a while. So this is a free HP and MP restorative point. It's basically just a hot spring. We got an ether, and if we look around here, we got Scorpio. We got Lady Scorpio. We got Ikiji Machina hiding in the corner of that small little crevice. Ready to sell our souls to rock and roll, baby. So this is a very weird place. There's like an egg on that stool. There's a giant fork over here. We can climb on top of this ladder. Get an ether. It's like a giant saucepan. There's writing on the wall. Someone measured heights here. Let's see. 6 months since I adopted Vivi. Still too small to eat. Huh? Yeah, Vivi. You know, Vivi the Black Mage, or friend Vivi. The clock has stopped. It must have stopped recently. Oh, it stopped a week before I left Alexandria. How can you tell by a clock? A week before she left Alexandria. There's something at the bottom of the ledge in the ocean. Looks like foam. And see, I always had this little theory. I always had this implication that the foam at the bottom of the ledge was actually a dead body. Because, spoiler alert, this is actually the den where Vivi used to live with his grandfather. And he mentioned that his grandfather was no longer alive, and I used to think that his grandfather was probably at the edge of the cliff right here, and his body was just underneath the water. Which, yes, is very creepy and very, dark, but I don't know, it just felt that way. He also mentioned, while we met up with Kina and her, master, that, Vivi's grandfather, Chuan, was a part of the same race as Vivi. Which explains the giant fork, the giant saucepan, and apparently this message over here that states that Vivi is too small to eat. Kinda makes you wonder exactly what he was doing with Vivi. Now see, a lot of people like to take that as he's saying, oh, Vivi is still too small to eat anything, you know? Like a baby, he can't eat as much as he should. You know, he needs to grow up a little more until he can actually digest things. No, I always took it as he was straight up going to eat his son. Or he was probably going to eat him before he found out that the boy was sentient. Either way, yikes. I hate when people are like, you're not playing your class right. Man, I'm playing the class right and you're getting reported for harassment. I'll keep that in mind whenever I go back to 14. That's a good mentality to have, to be honest. Okay, we actually won't be encountering much, so probably not, probably no use to equip any of that stuff. So I see you retracted a message, Druid. I have no idea what that was retracted for. I guess the world may never know. Alright, so we got a burb and a giant spooter. A burb who can suck. 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 Air Racket, not as powerful as the Multina Racket. Although Marcus is pretty powerful. I can't tell if that was a critical hit or not. They would tell if it was a critical hit, so I guess it wasn't. It had a sound effect that made it sound like it was. Alright, so I have another save state, and the save state is literally just right in front of Traino. It's not even trying to hide it. I just made a save state right in front of there because I didn't want to trek all the way over there from the cave. So yeah, here we are in Traino. This is the location that we were heading to in order to get to Alexandria. There's also apparently, this is also apparently the place where we will find the Super Soft, which will save Blake. Also, can we talk about the fact that Blake is still alive, but he's just frozen? That's kind of horrific when you really think about it. Is his consciousness still alive or something? The Dark City Traino.
Princess, this is Traino, the city of nobles.
We need to find out which noble has the Super Soft. There aren't many nobles living here. The nights are long. It's a great place for thieves.
People like you turn the city into a slum.
Let's steal the Super Soft and get this over with. A snake.
Steal? How dare you? Do you think I'd let you commit a crime before my very eyes?
Yes, say it louder, Steiner, so the guards right next to us can hear it. How else will we get the Super Soft?
Quiet! I will not allow such disgraceful behavior.
I never asked you to come along. Quit complaining.
Don't you talk back to me, first of all.
Uh-oh. Yeah, she just ran off on her own.
Don't interrupt me while I'm talking.
Look behind you.
Nani? Princess, I urge you not to. Princess! No, not again. Never have I dealt with such hardship during my 18 years of service. This is all because of you, you scoundrel he's gone. An Alexandria knight must not let such a frivolous matter get to him. I must find the princess.
And that we shall. Traino tradition. Come back here. What was a pickpocket? I should be careful. What? Wait, my money's gone. So yeah, there's nothing you can do about that. It gave you a little indicator as soon as the guy was pickpocketing you, but you literally cannot do anything about that. They just steal it no matter what. But yeah, that counts as harassment to Yoshi P. If you tell someone they are not playing their class right, you can report them for harassment. Good on that. Good on the people who can do that, though. I'm glad that people have the ability to do that. Alright, so we can drop some gil into this fountain, so let's do that. You feel happier.
Oh, I guess I do. You know what, I want to feel happier more. Yeah. You know what, I'm good. I'm happy about myself now. I've grown confident. I've outlasted my depression. I've cured my depression. I have hope for the future. I'm optimistic now.
Okay. So yeah, we just continue feeding this fountain gil. I don't know the exact amount, but eventually we'll get something from this. Oh, I skipped over it, but it was another coin. It was a Zodiac coin. It was another Zodiac Brave story. Gemini. Who else but a Gemini? Do we know anyone that's a Gemini druid? I don't think so. Guess these guys aren't saying anything. Sleeping on the duty, huh? Pursuit. Hark, villain. Four-armed man. That was all too easy. Also, that was the guy in Alexandria that was trying to teach Vivi the card game. That's Four-Armed Jack, isn't it? Or is it Alleyway Jack? I don't remember. Huh? Dang it! Which way did he go? I can't believe I got pickpocketed. Wow, I couldn't see her well in the dark before. She's a real cutie. Good girls shouldn't be walking around alone at night. It's time for me to get ready and move on to a new city. Oh yeah, that's totally Jack. Where did he go? Where does he stop? Nobody knows. Confusion. This is not a very nice city. It's almost like you're in the slums. Better find Supersoft fast and get back to Alexandria. Maybe not this way. Yeah, I won't find Supersoft over the— Yeah, definitely don't go to an area where a drunk is, loitering. That is just spelling out bad news. Oh. Excuse me, have you heard of a thing called Supersoft?
My wife, she died 3 years ago.
No, I'm looking for an item that cures all petrification.
Oh, really? I'm doing fine, but thanks for asking. I may be old, but I'm still healthy.
Thank you very much. Just run slowly, just run slowly.
You're still young, don't give up, you good luck.
I like to think that he was just playing the senile act and he wasn't actually senile, he just didn't want to deal with her. Alright. Oh, hey, it's him. You can actually miss him by not talking to him. What do you want?
Have you seen a beautiful young princess, girl around here?
Nah, I didn't see any cutie with long hair.
What? What did you say?
Nothing. I didn't say anything. I never said I stole any money from her. I bought a power belt with her money. I'll give it to you. Forgive me.
Go back here.
Coward. And we got a power belt. A free power belt. MP attack and counter, not bad. Especially since Steiner doesn't use his MP. Give that money back, indeed. Welcome! Alright, so this is the synthesis shop. I'm gonna make a save right here on the save slot that we had used previously. And I am going to load save 3. Alright, so this is the synthesis shop. I got all the items previously that I need to synthesize with. So let's check them out. The biggest prize here is the cotton robe, which we can make by having a wrist and a steepled hat. Unfortunately, I didn't think to get a lot of wrists, so we're kind of screwed here when it comes to items. I can't actually buy a wrist anywhere, except for the Southgate Station, which is at the beginning of Disc 2, which we can no longer go to. So if you didn't buy any of those wrists, you're basically out of luck. Oh no, wait, it's not the wrists, it's the steepled hats. You can buy the wrists at the Dolly shop, but the steepled hats you can only get at the South Station. So unfortunately, we can't do what is called the cotton robe trick. So what you do is you make a cotton robe. It's 1,000 gil to make. And then you take the cotton robe and sell it. And I believe the net worth for the cotton robe is more than what you... The net worth for the cotton robe that you sell is more than the amount you use to create it. So if you could just make multiple cotton robes and then just sell them, you can get a huge surplus of money at the beginning of the game. We won't be able to do this until way later again, so we're not going to get much money at this point. But I found an even better way to get money, which I will show off later. There's also desert boots, which are pretty good. I managed to get 10 of these, so not bad if I do say so myself. I'm just gonna create 9, and I actually can't make that, but I believe I just made it, so yeah. We can also get Butterfly Sword and the Ogre. But we will wait for that until later. Alright, let's head to the next location. This is an important one over here. Oh, isn't that a beautiful duckling? Please bring the Stelazio to the Queen when you find them. The Queen will reward you with a gift when you do. Alright, so this is where we actually turn in our coins, the Stelazios. Queen Stella. Stella Nova? I thought you were supposed to be in Final Fantasy 15. I am collecting star-shaped coins called Stelazios. Oh, you have the Scorpio. Give it to me in return for a reward. Yeah, sure. Oh, you are most kind. Now give it to me. As you can probably tell, there's like 12 cages, one of each for every zodiac. So that's the amount that we have to find in this game. You may take the reward from my servant. 1,000 gil. It's not bad, but let's give her cancer. See what we can get by giving this lady cancer. You may take the reward from my servant. A Phoenix Finian. That'll be useful for later. Now let's see what happens if we trade her the Gemini. And with that we get 2,000 gil. And finally we have the Aries, which we got from Dali. 4 coins already. It's not a bad amount. And with that, we get the Blood Sword, which is probably the best sword you can get at this point. It gives crazy amount of attack. You get the Dark Side ability, which is usually something Dark Knights use. A sword varnished with blood. And the Blood Sword has another innate ability. When you attack with a physical attack, you heal a certain amount from that attack threshold. So you can constantly heal yourself with the Blood Sword equipped. It's basically like Steiner is actually a tank. He's a self-sufficient tank. And that is honestly the best type of tank. So, next we can go to the eastern side of Trino. Of course, we have a bunch of other active time events as well. 600! Oh, this is the auction house. This must be the auction house. Maybe I can find the super soft here. Hmm? Oh, it's him. It's Kuja. We actually saw him during the raid on Burmecia, which, by the way, he managed to get here pretty dang fast. Then again, he was riding his blue-eyed silver dragon. I must fulfill my ambition. Okay, Cao Cao. Listen carefully, Mario. Mario. The city used to be called the City of Nobles. It's a lie. The nobles pushed us around, right, sis? That's right. They hogged all the waterfront property and forced us up into the hills. They exploited us to make their money, right, sis? Right. But we can't just sit around here and complain, or we'll end up spending the rest of our lives in this miserable place. Power to the people, right, sis? That's right, power to the people. We'll never go hungry once we become nobles. Follow me, Mario. Wow, what's the world coming to? Children being self-sufficient? Oh, the world is ending.
I used to gamble a storm at the card stadium when I was young. Those were the good days. Back when we used triple triad instead of this bullshit game. What the heck is the Tetramaster? Princess, thank goodness I found you. I was worried.
How can I find the Super Soft when I keep having to listen to your complaints? Wow.
Such harsh words.
Aw. I don't think it's here anyway. Where's Marcus?
I do not know.
Maybe Marcus found it already. Are you coming? I'm going with or without you.
I shall follow you, Princess.
Man. Poor Steiner. He really is trying his hardest. I've seen him before. So I guess Kuja just frequently visits Trano. I guess that's just a given. Alright. So pretty soon we're gonna load another state. Because I see a pretty interesting beastie down there. This is the item shop. You can buy items from this place. Specifically weapons. And weapons. You can't actually buy normal items like potions and stuff. This is mostly just weapons. And you also have the ability to ask for what the monster is down there. The master of the Knight family who owns this building keeps the monster as a pet. He likes to see people challenge it and get beat up. Well, isn't he a sadist? I want to fight that monster. Alright, let's load our save state now. I believe it was load 3. No, it was load 2. Okay. So before we fight that monster, we can only have one character fight the monster. So we're going to have Steiner fight it. We'll have the blood sword equipped. And then we're going to have to get another piece of armor equipped. Specifically this one, the bronze armor. It gives us an elemental defense of wind. Wind damage is reduced by 50%. That is pretty good. Let's equip stuff that we can actually use / learn. Let's get level up. And finally equip Steiner with stuff again. Oh, we actually do need level up though. Whoa, here he comes. He's a man-eater. As much as I really like cover, I don't think we'll need it right now. Also, MP attack. That's probably not good at the moment. Alright. Looks good. So, let's see what happens when we fight it. Can't guarantee your safety. Who will you fight the monster? Let's see. My squishy black mage. Or the knight who is actually prepared. Let's go with the white mage. No.
Oh, hey, Princess. What's going on? Ah!
It makes sense. She is treating him like dirt at the moment. Also, man, I'm really starting to lose my voice. Trano is just full of cutscenes. Alright. Yep, this is the one reason why we equipped that bronze gear. Because this thing casts arrow, and that would be an instant kill. It does almost half of our damage. But, thanks to the blood sword, we heal pretty much all of it. You know, I expected the blood sword to look a little more red. Oh, this thing knows White Wind. It's not gonna save you! Unless you use 2 moves at once. Also, Era? I've never actually heard of that ability before. As long as you continue to press the A button, or X. What button is it for the PS1 controller? I don't remember. It's the X button. I believe it's the X button. As long as you continue to press the confirm button, you're never losing this battle. Good job. No AP or experience points, though. Well, I can't believe it. Here's your prize. Oh boy, a Tonberry card for the card game that I don't give a shit about.
Okay.
Let's see what's up here. Oh hey, Moogle! What's up, Moogle? Being chased by the little dog, that's adorable. We're really good friends. Mogridge. Do you have any mail? Oh, he's got a letter from Stiltskin. From Stiltskin to Mogridge. There's trouble in this rainy city. The guys I saw there were headed towards Vube Desert, west of Bermesia. They'll only find sandstorms. What could they possibly want? I'm gonna follow them and see. Oh! Vube Desert is so far away. Stiltskin is amazing, Kupo. I believe he's talking about Queen Braun and her army. Which isn't good. Isn't good at all. Should we go over here?
What is even over here? I don't remember.
Oh, it's this location. Alright, well, we might as well collect some treasure chests that are over here. The Yeti card. Oh, boy. Cards for a card game that I know nothing about and never want to play. Oh, boy. Granted, they are going to have some use later on, but still. It's certainly no triple triad. Ooh, Taurus. Oh. Oh. Do I actually have that on my off-screen grinding? I gotta check. I gotta check to make sure I got that. Arrow, Aurora, and Aroga. Yeah, I know that's the lineup for the spells, but I don't think they said Aurora. I think they said Era. Granted, it might be a short abbreviation of Aurora, so maybe. Oh, hey, look at that. It's a poster. It's a wanted poster. Wanted. 10,000 gil reward to whoever catches him. 10,000 gil? Man, I can make that in less than a day fighting monsters. Kind of looks like a man with a bunch of spaghetti dreadlocks. Or heck, that might actually be spaghetti in his hair. You never know with this game. Yeah, I really am losing my voice. We're ready to retrieve the Super Soft. Good. At last we can save Blank. When do we leave? We can leave right away. So you're coming along, huh? Is that how much money I'm worth? Apparently, Druid. That's how much that's how much that's how much money your ass is worth. Are you ready? Yeah. Let's go.
Princess! Princess, please wait!
I think he talked about boss is waiting. The boss is waiting. Boss? You mean Big Boss? Oh, I'm such a big fan. Yup, there's only one man we call boss. And he's the one that gave me all the recessive genes.
Princess, please wait! It may be a trap. You cannot trust criminals!
I like this. It's like you're forced to go along with this.
Think of the consequences. If the queen hears about this...
Hey, she's the one who's behind all this.
Oh, Princess, do you know what breaking and entering is a crime?
I need to make sure you don't steal anything. So that's what she's doing. Let's go.
Damn it, I'm coming along. It is my duty to protect the princess from bad influences.
Do whatever you want.
Always talking about your duty. Ain't you got any thoughts of your own?
Don't you talk back to me. I am escorting the princess.
I thought you might have changed after traveling with Zidane, but you ain't changed. Do you even know why you're here?
What do you mean?
Let's just go, okay? Yeah, she doesn't want to deal with this. Oh, just suddenly random Kuja. How was Burmecia? Not bad. Better if I didn't have to see those vermin and ugly elephant lady. They offend my senses. You must be tired. It's not over. Also, we will. I can't unhear "We Will Rock You" from this song. I love it. It's not over yet. The rest of the vermin must be done away with. Will you be heading to Clara then? Yes, I trust you will deliver them. Certainly, I shall prepare now. By the way, did you see a pretty lady in the crowd today? A pretty lady? Shall I arrange a meeting? There's no need. The canary I've been after. She flew into my cage of her own free will. Huh? Never would I have imagined running into you in a place like this. It must be fate. He's talking about Garnet. But you cannot rest your wings yet. Fly home to your mother, my little canary. He's so theatrical, and I love it. I, too, will welcome you home with open arms. So yeah, can we mention the fact that Kuja actually owns the auction house? That's like a little bit of a background plot, a background plot where Kuja just randomly owns this auction house, and the auctioneer is apparently one of his servants, who's in charge of distributing the things, whatever they are. What in the world am I doing? I really like this scene. Oh, it was Steiner that was talking.
I'm assisting thieves in committing a crime. No, I must be patient. Protect the princess. Escort her back to the castle. Focus on your duties. Trust the queen. She would never commit an atrocity. There must be a good reason. No thoughts of my own? Nonsense. How can I, a lonely knight, understand what the queen's thinking?
Even he's starting to believe that maybe the queen is actually behind all this. Or maybe she does have some, stake in what's going on.
I need not worry about the ramblings of a criminal. Just think about escorting the princess home. I'll probably never see him again.
Oh, he's talking about Zidane.
He was the culprit. He pulled the princess and me into his intrigues.
It was your fault, Wukong. If you hadn't treated me like a child. It just fluently goes to Garnet now. On the other side of the boat, lamenting about what she's thinking. I wouldn't be here hunting after Supersoft to save one of your friends. Why am I doing this? Because Blank saved me? Yes, he saved me. He saved my life. The least I can do is return the favor. But I never thought about things like this before. It's certainly a dilemma. Specifically for someone who is, morally just. And someone who is extremely morally just, like Steiner.
How are we supposed to find Supersoft in this mountain of boxes?
Just find it. Oh, this is the synthesis shop. Okay, well, I guess it makes sense for it to be here. Oh. Someone's coming. Get in battle positions. Oh, I can't believe I ran out of ink on a night like this. I must find more ink and go back to the observatory. Should I take care of him? Wait!
Princess, no!
Hmm? Birdman! You're... Man, this guy has a nose that would make Igor jealous. I've missed you, Dr. Tot. Princess! Princess Garnet!
Dr. Tot?
You know him?
Dr. Tot is the highly respected scholar who tutored the princess.
Ah, Master Steiner. You must be quiet, or you'll wake the shopkeeper. But Princess, what on earth are you doing here? It's a long story, but we're looking for Supersoft right now.
There is a proper reason for this. We are not here to steal or commit any form of crime.
Steiner, you're yelling again.
Is somebody down there? Oh, excuse me.
Run along. I will give you the Supersoft later. Go left from the Trano entrance and continue until you find a large tower. The tower is my home. It's locked, but I shall unlock the door and await your arrival. All right, let's go. Thank you, Dr. Tot. I'll see you again. Oh, it's you, Dr. Tot. Great timing. I ran out of ink. You should have called me. I'll get yelled at if our inventory's wrong. Princess. Oh, great, he's doing the Steiner thing.
Princess.
Oh, so this Tootsie's gonna give us Supersoft.
It's Tot.
Sure. Whatever. I can't believe Tantalus is at the mercy of some old man. I guess we gotta keep babysitting the princess.
Still,
He ain't gonna give you the Supersoft unless you're with the princess. That's the deal, princess. I'm asking you to take Marcus to this
Tot. I was going to anyway.
We'll get some rest before you go. I'm sure Ted needs time to prepare.
Tot.
Alright, well, let's rest a bit. Is that a bunny on the, staircase? I just realized. Oh, yeah, we do actually need to stay. Yeah, sure, 100 gil, whatever. Streaming a lot longer than I actually had planned to. But I'm actually pretty close to finishing this session, so let's continue. So he said west of Trano entrance. And we actually skipped this giant tower over here. I saw him. I saw an old man wearing glasses walking out of the tower. This is big. Big? For who? The local gossip magazines? Ooh, a mithril dagger. Nice. Oh.
There he is.
And the giant crimson moon. Dr. Tot. Alright, let's go meet him. Also, apparently, Revan wants to be in call while I stream. No, Final Fantasy 9 is my game. If you wanna be in a call with me while I stream, it's gotta be either Persona 2 or Final Fantasy 7. I'm trying to slowly convince Revan to stream Final Fantasy 7 with me. Which will happen eventually. I want to do it so that we can eventually watch the Final Fantasy 7 movie with Maluki. Which, by the way, if you want to, Druid, when we actually finish Final Fantasy 7 in like a year from now, you're invited to the Final Fantasy 7 Advent Children movie. Watch. Night. Whatever it is. princess! Thank you for coming! Welcome to my humble abode. This is your home? I traveled quite far in search of a sponsor for my research after I departed Alexandria. I finally found one here in Treno. You have grown into a fine young woman. I am pleased to see you again.
Dr. Tot, you look quite well.
Ah, Master Steiner. You're escorting the escorting the princess.
Yes, sir, I deeply regret my earlier actions.
Still a straight arrow, aren't you? I'm sure you had your reasons, but I won't ask. Oh, he's very kind. The Super Soft is in the box right there. Please take it. Don't mind if I do. Yay, the Super Soft.
Have you no manners? Thank the good doctor.
It's quite alright, Master Steiner. Now I can save my brother!
I can't believe I must travel with a lowly criminal.
Master Tot, is this Gaia? Yes, it's a globe of our planet, Gaia. Oh, finally! They give a Final Fantasy game's world an actual name. Besides the Blue Planet from Final Fantasy 7 and 4. If I remember your lessons, you remember the ramblings of an old fool. Yes, in fact, I remember it in flashback form. 2 phrases are commonly found in documents more than 500 years ago. One is Jewel, the other is Summoner Tribe. But 500 years ago, the phrases mysteriously vanished from history. The archaeologist Frederick Ash, can't tell if that's a reference or something, theorized that Jewel refers to the pendant passed down to the ruler of Alexandria. Oh, the same pendant that Garnet is wearing. But the pendant, it's much too small to be referring to the same jewel. Other research suggests a relationship between eidolons and magical stones. Eidolons being the name of the summon monsters or summon spirits. Dr. Tot. Aw, cute little Garnet. Ah, princess. Were you reading big books again? I've already read every book in this library. But I think better when I'm surrounded by old books. Really? I don't like books. You are a person of dignity. It is imperative that you study hard. I know. Oh, but I was quite taken by that book you gave me. What was it called? Was it I Want to Be Your Canary by Lord Avon? Aw. So she liked that book even when she was little. The first book she ever liked. Oh yes, that's the one. And there is a book I like after all. My. What is this, Dr. Tot? That is a globe of Gaia. It's a model of our planet. A Gaia globe? I never knew our castle was shaped like a spear. She's so innocent and pure. I love it. It's adorable. We live on the surface, princess. Eh? Ah, yes. The stars. They inspire the theories relating to stones and eidolons. Ah, her pendant. That is why... Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I was lost in thought again. It's okay. Where's my room in this globe? Oh, your room is much too small to point out on this globe. What about the castle? That I can do. Oh, and Uncle Sid's castle. Aw. How long has it been? 8 years? Yeah, no, Reverend. Time passes quickly. But I haven't changed. I continue to collect and research these items. Where did you find this globe? It's an antique. It's broken, as you can see, but I use it as an observation deck. Ironic, isn't it? Looking up at the sky from inside a globe. It sure is. Oh, it's like an actual telescope inside the globe. That's actually kind of cool. Princess, I don't mean to meddle in your affairs, but I am on your side, now and forever. Please tell me if there's anything I can do. Dr. Todd. Hey, we have an ally. Hey, Revan. Yeah, so I streamed without you because apparently you didn't want to stream Persona 2 today. So take that. But yeah, I really need to get back into Final Fantasy IX. I've been holding it off for the longest time. I see. So the Queen's forces have already grown quite powerful. You knew? Okay then. It may be dangerous, but I shall see to it that you reach Alexandria. How? I had an old transportation device remodeled in the case of such an emergency. Wow, apparently everyone was prepared for when Alexandria suddenly turned rogue. This way, please.
We can finally return to Alexandria!
I'm coming with you. I need to find Solid Snake.
What? Why?
I can reach Snake more easily from Alexandria. Yes, come with us, Marcus. Okay, Steiner? Bark, bark. Let's go save Blink and restore my mother to her former self. Oh, yee. Now we're on a big journey. Finally, closer and closer to the end of this section. Please be equipped for battle. There are monsters underground. Please take the ladder inside the hole down when you're ready. Alright, so this is what's known as the Gargan Rue. The final location for this section of the game. Thankfully. I like Traino, but similar to Limblum, it just drags on a little bit too long. Especially if you try to voice every single sentence. This is Gargan Rue, an ancient travel route between Traino and Alexandria. Why was this thing built under a tower? Actually, Gargan Rue was in use long before even the invention of airships. Ooh. The tower was built on top of the disused tunnel. But it looks fairly new. I convinced Mr. Bishop to keep this place intact. I haven't used it since it was remodeled, mind you. You must first activate the tunnel connecting sequence and call the Gargan inside. Let's see, where was the sequence trigger?
So all we have to do is find the sequence trigger. Princess, let's do it!
Slurp really focused while I'm sitting behind Spirit. Cute, Reverend cute. Hey, we found Mochos. Let's give him the letter. Thanks for delivering the letter from Nanza, Kupo. From Nanza to Mochos. Grimo, in Southgate's Bowden Station, sent me a letter saying that he feels sad when he sees Mary in love. But I think he feels that way because Grimo himself is in love. Kupo, am I right? Oh, I guess I was right. He is in love. Bye, gonna do something. Yeah, that's fair. You don't like Final Fantasy anyways, Reverend. I'm kidding. Bye, Reverend. You have fun. I also know that Nanza's in love with Grimo. Oh, the drama between Moogles. I want mail, Kupo. No mail for you. Alright, so, let's pull this lever, because this is actually the lever that, leads to the location we're supposed to go. That is the sequence event. And let's also get these Phoenix Downs. So yeah, Gargan Rue is housed to a bunch of monsters. Monsters that are higher level than the ones we fought previously, like these giant purple worms. Do these count? I guess they do.
Bugs!
And a battle. Thankfully, Steiner has access to the Blood Sword, so he's basically not going to take any sort of actual damage from this. Okay, so he heals by the amount of damage he does. If we can increase his strength stat to super high amounts, the blood sword will probably be the best sword in the game for him. Definitely a great addition. Hey, we learned Shell, yeah. Alright, now what's this? Chain plate. That, I believe, can be equipped on Steiner. So, pushing that lever actually activated this gate over here. And if we go to this location, Dr. Tot will actually show up. Ah, this is it. This is where we call the Gargan inside. What do you mean? Gargan-Roo Trano Station is shaped like a circle. When you pull on that lever, Gargant circles around the station continuously. I don't understand what you're saying. Better to show than tell. Princess, will you pull the lever? Got it? He became Yzma for a second. Alright, so it's time to load another save state. So, just to show it off, our characters are level 10 for Garnet and Steiner, and level 9 for Marcus. As we've already established, Marcus is a temporary party member. However, he has a very specific quirk when it comes to his programming. So as I mentioned previously, there's another party member that we'll get later on. Little girl White Mage, who is the second to last party member. Program-wise, she shares the same stats as Marcus. The same stat growth, specifically. She won't share the same stat gains, but she will share the same stat growths. The way stat growths work in Final Fantasy IX is that as you level up, and depending on the equipment that you have equipped, certain stats will gain a better growth rate. So, say if you have equipment that raises Spirit, the Spirit stat will eventually increase to high amounts with each level up. It's a gradual increase, but it's an increase nonetheless, and the more you level up, the bigger that increase becomes. The bigger the gain you get from levels. So, about Marcus's programming here. If you manage to level up Marcus a ton, the growth rate of stats will skyrocket, which works with pretty much every other character. But the thing is, because he shares the same stat growth and programming as Little Summoner Girl, or Little White Mage Girl, playable character later on, any stat growth that you gain from Marcus will be transferred to Little White Mage Girl. So a fun little trick to do in this game is get Marcus to the highest level possible, which is level 100, and effectively make Little White Mage Girl the most powerful character in the entire game. I'm talking max stats, max HP, max attack power, max magic, everything is max. She is technically more powerful than Zidane if you initiate this type of trick. And so, knowing that, I grinded so much off screen that I got Marcus to level 35. Did you really think I was going to get him to level 100? Let me tell you how long it takes to get Marcus just to level 35. Look at my time. Look at my time right now. Let's load a previous save state. This is with the battle that we had in the shop. We were at 10 hours. Technically, and I was speedrunning through this entire section off screen. So I spent 7 hours with the speed up feature enabled just to get Marcus to level 35. And it takes forever to level up. Now, the way I leveled him up is I killed off Garnet and Cider so that they wouldn't be getting any level ups because I don't want them to overlevel. I personally do not want to make the game super easy for myself. I just really want Little Summoner Girl to be powerful. I equipped the Blood Sword onto Marcus so that every physical attack will heal him, and I also gave him specific armors that would increase the stats that I want increase for him. Specifically, these are the only armors that can actually increase the stat growths. And so what I did off screen is I ran in this direction. I kept the analog stick positioned to the left at all times. Sometimes it would get a little loose and I'd end up running into the wall itself. But no, I have to actually run into the invisible wall. Eventually I get a random encounter. And I just hold down the A button while I also hold down the left button. Marcus is the only one alive with the blood sword. Holding down the A button just automatically goes through the menus. Oh gosh, that's a giant tongue. Whatever damage these things do to us, we automatically heal with the sword. Now I'm going to speed this up and just continuously go to the left. You have to constantly press the A button there. That's not so bad. So this is essentially what I did off screen. I grinded Marcus until he managed to get to level 38. Or 35. And I'm gonna be honest. It's not worth it. Final Fantasy IX is not a very difficult game. Unless you're going for the optional super bosses, and even then, there are many ways to get through the super boss with as little pain as possible. Doing this Marcus trick is only for if you want to make this later character super OP. But it's honestly not worth it. The character won't keep Marcus's stats or Marcus's level. They will revert to the same level that your main party has at the time. So it's not like you're going to make that character level 100 if you're getting Marcus level 100. You're just increasing his stat growths. So I've already accumulated tons of stat growth just by getting to level 35. So I think we're good at that point. I don't need to get him any higher. I don't want to get him any higher. I am done. Let's activate the feed. Nothing happened. Oh, we'll eventually have to do something about that. But yeah, that was all my stuff that I did off screen. So now we're at the most recent save. So let's actually do stuff in the town. Oh, also, by killing all those enemies, I managed to accumulate near max ores. So much so that I actually had to go to the shop and sell my ores, because every time I killed them, I would end up losing. I would end up getting an orb from the battle, but then I would lose it because, you know, I can't keep more than 99 items. So I sold it. I bought way more items than I should in terms of equipment. I got like 10 bar butts. I got 4 of most things here. And my money is still pretty impressive. Now, let's go to, oh wait, no, don't go back now! Let's head to the slums area, because I want to see if I actually got that item previously. Also, I'm checking something real quick. Don't mind me. Alright. So I found Taurus down here. We found Lisa in the corner. Is it still here? Oh wow, I didn't get Taurus. Okay. Well, I got Taurus now. So, what can we get from Queen Stella if we turn this in? I'm curious. I'm hoping it's like a good item or something. Or a good piece of equipment. But yeah, like I mentioned earlier, Trano is incredibly big, and it's just full of so many cutscenes and dialogue sequences. It's the point of the game where you... Oh, adventure. It's the point of the game where you basically just wind down and you just get settled in for plot. A lot of RPGs have those moments. It's not bad, it's just... We had to deal with Limblum beforehand, and Limblum kind of overstayed its welcome as well. So, yeah. Alright, let's see what we get from Tauros. Yeah, that is definitely a bull. 5,000 gil, that was worth it. Eventually we'll get more Stelazios, so... Let's hope they're better than that. Alright, off to the synthesis shop. Let's see what we can make. I'm curious. We got a lot of items after all. Okay, so we can make the butterfly sword and the ogre. We need 3 mage mashers and 1 dagger. I also need to make sure that I have enough items, you know? 1 dagger, 3 mage masher. Okay. Yes, we can make the weapons that we'll eventually use for Zidane. We have the cotton robe, we have the desert boots. Let's make extra cotton robe. Now, yellow scarf we can't actually get because we don't have the feathered hat. Probably should have gotten one from Dolly, but oh well. Glass buckle requires a glass armlet and a leather wrist. Leather wrist, 3. Oh, glass armlet. Glass armlet, 3. Or was it glass buckle? Glass armlet. Okay, it wasn't. Nice. So we can make one of these. Nice, nice. Germina's boots. We actually do have this, so I'm actually fine without it. Well, maybe we could get one more. We do have enough after all. Kachusa. We can make one of these. And finally, the coral ring. We'll need to use the lightning staff and the rod. Now, I don't know if that's worth it because we just got the lightning staff. I need to check. What does the coral ring get us in terms of skills? No. And Garnet and Steiner are still dead, by the way. Insomniac, Man-Eater, whoa, he or she, and Lancer. Actually, doesn't Freya already have the coral ring? Yeah, that's useless. Okay, let's load then. Yeah, we don't need the coral ring. Freya already has one, if I remember correctly. So yeah, we're good, we're good. With all this stuff now, we can equip the, let's equip the air racket. Garnicular and Insomniac. Antibody. Chemist or Jelly? Ooh. Ooh, she can learn Ability Up and Life. That's really good, the Kachusa. Definitely gonna equip that to her eventually. For Steiner, he gets a lot of stuff from these. Man-Eater, Bug-Eater. Level up, which is really good. And he eventually gets Armor Break with the Mithril Sword. Alright. Looks good. We got as much as we could from the synthesis shop. Now, let's head to the, oh, what's over here? Cafe Carta, members only.
I don't want to be there anyway.
Let's head back to that small inn. Which only costs 10 gil, apparently. Better than just wasting our Phoenix Downs. And then we'll progress with the plot. The sweet, sweet plot. Oh, it's you. Oh, it's actually 100 gil. Well, better than nothing. Remember to unequip Marcus before he leaves the party or lose those items. Yeah, don't worry. I know that specifically. I'm actually gonna de-equip everyone of everything except their actual weapons. Just because... I mean, maybe I could just equip them with the basic bare minimum of armor sets, just so they can survive the boss. Because, spoiler alert, there's gonna be a boss. And yeah, I don't want to deal with that. So let's see. Air racket, pretty good. Let's get the leather hat on her. The wrist. Leather shirt. And... desert boot is actually good, but... what happens if we take it off? It's not that bad. Yeah, let's get rid of that. As for Steiner... I actually want to de-equip the blood sword off of Marcus. Oh, I guess I can't. Right, I need to equip something else completely. Well, we have like 4 mithril swords, so I guess we don't need all those. Blood sword so that you can survive much more hits. Rubber helm, or barbut actually. We have 11 barbuts. I think we'll be fine. Mithril gloves will be fine. Chainmail will be fine. Anything that's more than 4. In fact, Garnet, do you have more stuff like that? Eh. She has bone wrist, but she doesn't really learn anything from it. Oh, let's just give her the glass armlet. Headgear's 10. I have 4 bandanas. I think that'll be fine. Yeah, I might as well teach her chemist. Actually, no. I only have a surplus of those, or a small amount. As for you, Marcus, you have the feathered hat. So dang. Leather wrist. Bronze vest. Let's give him the silk shirt. And we're gonna get those desert boots off ya. Alright, our team is looking good. Looking pretty good. Bug killer. Darkness, yeah. And undead killer. As for you, Garnet, you only have insomniac and antibody. It's been forever since we saved. Let's finally do that. Oh man. Yeah, I really didn't expect to play this long. But I'm so close. I can finally get to the next session. Let's do it. Did I get the treasure chest from this place? No, I did not. Okay. Oh, it's a good thing I'm showing this off. Chain plates. What does that do? Oh, right. We already had some of those. Never mind. Pfft.
Okay. Okay, game.
If I remember correctly, this is actually the part of the game, like right after we're done with Trano, that is the part where I stopped playing Final Fantasy IX on Twitter a couple years ago. It's gonna be good to finally reach that quota and get to a point in the game where I no longer need to worry about, or to a point in the game where I haven't actually shown it off through online. So that'll be fun to play through. I know, finally gives Scar an excuse to watch this. Sorry, my commentary is a little lax at the moment. I'm just extremely tired. Most likely I'm gonna fall asleep right after this. Marcus is incredibly overpowered, and yet his damage isn't really doing that much. Which just goes to... gosh, that tongue. Which just goes to show that levels doesn't really mean much in this game. It's all about the stat growth. It's the stat growth and the equipment. The equipment is what really changes your stats. Oh, dang it! She tranced right in the middle of a battle that we're gonna win. Also, her trance is weird. She loses her pants. And she gains like a fuzzy coat or something. It's really strange. And again, trances in general for Final Fantasy are pretty strange. Oh gosh, Garnet's experience points. Oh gosh. I regret everything. Garnet, are you trying to tell us something about your transform? Please pull the lever, Garnet. What is that? Oh gosh, it's giving me King Kong flashbacks. Which is a movie I will never watch again. Just because of that one scene. What's that? Ah, perfect timing. This is the Gargant, a giant insect that pulls this trolley. Next we must haul to the Gargant. Which is what the feed is specifically for. Where was that lever? Yes, that's the one! The Gargant should stomp when you pull on that lever. Very well. Just slowly coming down. Gosh, it's both terrifying and adorable at the same time. I would hug it and also cry inside. Please hurry. It'll resume once it's finished eating. Are you sure it won't keep going around in circles? It won't. I will reverse the connection sequence and let the Gargant out of the station. Please look after the princess, Master Steiner. Of course. The princess is bright, but she is still young and naive. I am concerned about her safety. Please make your own decisions on the matter at hand and protect her. I am but a humble knight. I cannot exceed my authority. Is that an honest answer? You may endanger the princess if you keep telling yourself that. I shall take note of your counsel. You know, I like that he also accepts any sort of advice that is given to him. Specifically to people that he respects. Fare you well, princess. Take care, Dr. Tot. I must hurry. Just pull the lever. Pull the lever, Tot. And there they go. Be safe, princess. So the Gargant is just perpetually roaming in a full circle all the time. What a sad existence for such an adorable creature. Finally. Finally, we're done with that grinding. It took us hours. We can reach Alexandria now. You can't even see Trano anymore. 1 second, I will be right back. I just saw my nephew. He's adorable. Okay, so where were we? I wonder how long it's going to take. I've never dreamt of going home in a vehicle like this.
Dr. Tot remains a unique character.
Oh,
What's wrong?
it's hesitating. And we just got ready to leave. Bread!
Princess!
Holy moly! Marcus! We found Solid Snake! Could this be the reason? Alright, boss battle time. And this this boss battle can actually prove to be a problem if we're not careful. So just in case, I'm gonna make a safe state. Alright, let's start by protecting ourselves. Wait, why am I using that on Marcus? He doesn't need it. Damage is with the difference between your max HP and current HP. And then there's Dark Side. Reduces your HP to cause shadow damage to the enemy. But wait, he's using the Blood Sword. So does that mean he also heals while using Dark Side? Devil's Kiss. Okay, maybe it was a good idea to use that. Panacea. Oh my! And he does not heal with Dark Side. Good to know. A Bone Rest. My usual boss battles, we're just gonna have to steal as much as possible. It's a good thing I bought a bunch of antidotes. Oh wait, Garnet wasn't poisoned. That's right, she has antibody. That's a waste of an antidote. Although, she's probably not gonna survive. Oh wow, she survived that. Oh, we stole everything. When did that happen? Hold on. We stole everything in the first couple of turns from this boss. That never happens. Let's relish that. Let's relish that as the best moment in this entire live stream series. That is the best moment. I just relished in it. It's good. Yeah. Okay. Moving on. Alright, time to do some damage. Steiner, I would continue to use Dark Side, but I think it's better if we just use physical attacks. Oh, slow. Okay. Oh, not that big of an issue. We're gonna use Shell on Garnet just in the event she gets hit by another magic attack. And we might actually put a Protect on her as well. poison on my tank. Not on my watch. Damn that damage. Yeah, so a boss battle that actually becomes a boss battle early on in the fight. Or never mind, it just runs away. Coward! It used the flee command. Apparently that snake was a thief. We're finally here. I think the Gargan is tired too. So long, you majestic creature.
I never knew such a place existed in Alexandria.
Where are we? Let's keep moving. Very well then. 5, according to the thing there. Is this really Alexandria?
Well, it must be.
How do we get out?
Well, this way. Princesses, make haste.
Wait, Steiner! Can I actually go into the menu real quick, though? Real talk, I'd like to. I know this place. Dr. Todd told me about this place. My ancestors built this place. She keeps saying this place a lot. To keep enemies from invading. Dr. Todd also said...
Princess, we can hear your stories later. The stale air cannot be good for us.
And we got to save Blank. Right, we need to hurry. Let's go, Steiner. Yeah, you should have listened to Garnet while you had the chance.
What kind of trick is this?
I didn't do anything. I didn't betray you this time.
You really didn't do anything?
You don't believe me? Look, we missed our chance to escape. Rah! Oh boy, these guys. They fell for it. Fell for it, they did. Zorn and Thorn. Literal thorns at my side.
I am Steiner, captain of the Knights of Pluto. I have returned. Let me out at once.
Too bad it is. You're all under arrest. Zorn. Thorn. I've returned to Alexandria to speak with my mother. Take me to my mother. Yes, we will take you to see Queen Bran, whether you like it or not. Well, it's a good thing that I like it. Or whether I... whatever, I'm tired. Let's just get through this. Capture Princess Garnet, Queen Brown said. Ordered as she did. What?
Lies.
Marcus just has no idea what's going on here. Meanwhile, back with the party that actually matters. Can you stand, Freya? It is nothing. Take it easy, okay? How about you, Vivi?
Yeah, I'm alright.
And what about you, Kina? Oh wait, you're optional, so we don't care about you. So what now, people? They said they were going to Clara. We have no choice. We must go to Clara, too. I knew you'd say that. You're coming, Vivi?
Do you think we'll learn more about those black mages if we go to Clara?
Yeah, I'd say we learn a lot. We'd learn a lot about them as long as we follow Braun and that Kuja guy.
Then I'm with you.
Clara, sound yummy. I go with you.
Oh, and what about the princess?
Garnet? I'd never forget about her. She might not be here in Brumetia, but I know we'll find her soon. Well, let's move out. Some say it lies in the desert west of Brumetia, but I know not whether we can enter the town itself. Brain up a little. We'll figure it out once we get there. And we never find it. Dun dun dun. Oh, Garnet. Where could you be? Up your butt around the corner. That's where she is. I hope someone gets that meme. Alrighty. Well, we finally completed the Treno section. Question. Can I go to the Gizamalu Grotto? I can. Alright. So this is what I'm going to do off screen. I am going to go head back to the Chocobo Forest, and I am going to continue looking for Chocobo Graps. As many Choco Graps as I can get from that particular Chocobo Forest. And then I'm also going to do a little bit of level grinding, maybe like 2 or 3 levels. I'll try to get some skills for all of our characters. In fact, let's look at all the skills that we can get at the moment for the new weapons that we managed to find. There's the Butterfly Sword, which grants us what's that? Okay. It also inflicts silence. And the Ogre, which grants us Soul Blade. It has the status attack of Darkness. There's Undead Killer, Man-Eater Insomnia, Flea Gill, Steel Gill, and Antibody. I believe once we get Steel Gill, when we steal, we'll also Steel Gill. Jelly, Devil Killer. Oh, we're gonna be a Devil Hunter. Cool. So then we'll be able to summon demons and kill them. Ooh, he gets MP attack and counter. Nice. Counter will actually be really useful there. Fire and Sleep, Thundera and Poison. Oh, he actually had multiple lightning staffs. Never mind then. Add status for Vivi. Antibody. Jelly. And not much for Vivi at the moment. For Freya, we're still trying to learn Race Wind. Bug Killer. More Bug Killer. Bird Killer. Add status and ability up and MP attacking. Yeah, these are some really good abilities. Kina gets add status counter. Jelly. Insomniac. And more high tide. So, yeah, those I'll probably end up getting all these skills the next time we play Final Fantasy IX. We'll also enter into Clara, which is literally this giant tornado. So, yeah, today was a good stream. I managed to get through a lot of the content that I really wanted to get through. I gotta be honest. Treno and Limblom, trekking through both of them are just a big slog for me. I love Final Fantasy IX. I love the story. I love the characters. But I've experienced the story so many times in quick successions, really. I played through the game like a couple years apart, and I end up remembering everything from them. So going through all the story sequences in Treno and Limblom, they're fun. You know, the character interactions are great. The whole dilemma that Garnet and Steiner went through once they were going through that canal is still very impactful. But man, is it a slog to go through? Like how long have we been streaming? 2 hours and 30 minutes? Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, well, yeah, so I'm gonna stop here for today. In order for me to play Final Fantasy IX again, I need that Final Fantasy IX mod. Yeah, that's fair. That's honestly fair. I would recommend playing Final Fantasy IX through the remastered version as well. That version gives all those special features like speed up, no battles, and there goes the baby. Alright, well, I'm gonna call it a day here. Thank you everyone for joining, and I think I'm gonna be busy with Maluki tomorrow, so maybe I will stream more Final Fantasy 9 on Monday. Depending on whether or not Reverend wants to stream then, I'm not sure. We did promise Wednesday, but that was mostly because he didn't know what he wanted to do. He spent the entire day just watching Moomins with me when we were supposed to stream early. Even he got me to stream early, and I was like, dude, I don't want to do that right now, today, and I'm getting called. Alright, I think I'm going to end it here now. Bye, everyone. Bye, Jared.